It's officially October, which means it's officially sweater season here in New England. Our government's officially shut down, and Taylor Swift has officially released her latest album. Several of these things are going to have an impact on your money, on your investments, and on your financial plan moving forward. So I wanted to take a minute and address a couple of those and our thoughts moving forward. The elephant in the room is our government shutdown. What does that mean for investors, interest rates, the stock market, and everything else under the sun? Well, from 30,000 feet, as scary as it may sound, government shutdowns have actually happened quite regularly over time and have actually had pretty minimal impact on financial markets. We'll share with you a chart and a great research report from our partners at Goldman Sachs economics team on impacts to stock market prices, interest rates, the US dollar, et cetera. What you'll find in historical government shutdowns is there's been a very minimal impact to the US stock market. Anything that did impact it was fairly short-lived. And in general, the impact to interest rates and the US dollar were that both came down. So if you want to get interest rates to come down, close down the government. That has tended to work a little bit over time. And we've seen it this time with the US 10-year Treasury bond actually down about 0.25% here over the last couple of weeks. Now, what happens if the government stays shut down? Well, our economics team estimates that about 40% of government employees will be furloughed, which is about 900,000 jobs. And that's going to impact the economy. We estimate that that's going to have about a 15 basis point or 0.15% drag or negative offset to our gross domestic product, our GDP, in our economy here in the fourth quarter. So if we have a government shutdown that lasts about a month, which is about how long the last one happened to go along for, we may see an economic hit of about 6 or 0.7% in the fourth quarter of 2025. Now, typically, that has been offset by a fairly equal and opposite economic impact in the following quarter when everything opens back up and spending resumes. Why is this important? Let's put that in context, right? I talked about Taylor Swift and her new album coming out last night. If you recall, in 2023, we had this amazing economic effect of Taylor Swift, Beyoncé, and Barbenheimer, the name given to Barbie and Oppenheimer, the movie release that came out at the same time. It's estimated by Bloomberg Economics, the economic impact to our GDP, our gross domestic product, of those three things in the third quarter of 2023 was actually equal to about 0.6% increase in the entire GDP of the United States. So when we put that in context, what's the severity of a month-long government shutdown? Well, it's about as severe as the positive impact of Taylor Swift, Beyoncé, and Barbenheimer was approximately 2 years ago. So very manageable and not something that we would make serious investment decisions around to change course, but rather to get through this and on to the other side. So we're here with questions that you may have around the government shutdown. I can't answer questions about Taylor Swift's new album yet, but anything that you have that comes up of concern, please reach out to us personally. Hopefully you've got an email invitation to our Vision event coming up on October 29th. If you haven't, please reach out. We'd love to see you there and look forward to talking to you soon. Have a wonderful start to October.